How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys do me a huge favor, go down and subscribe and let us get to 75,000 subscribers so we can eventually hit 100,000. We're kind of close to 75,000. We're at about 72, 73 at the time of recording this. Today's video, I'm going to tell you guys why I ordered my Ford Bronco, because in the last video I said, it's taking forever to get here. There's a bunch of back orders and everything. I've learned a lot since the last video, but I also want to give you a little insight as to why I would order one instead of just going to a dealership and going and picking up one. For the people who are new here, I have a couple of cars, and one of those cars being a Bronco that is currently on order. It is a 2022. I've had it since last June or July, and we're just waiting for it to get here, and we don't really have an update other than it's coming. In the last video, I talked about my experience with it. If you haven't watched that video, go do so. I just like to say thank you for everyone for sharing your experiences with the Bronco order. I've learned a lot since that video about the Bronco process from the comments and also from a phone call I had with one of the Ford members. A little update on the Mustang for the people who do not know. My transmission basically broke. So my transmission just blew up. And it's shifting super hard, and it's at the shop right now. It's going to take 2 weeks. I'm not going to make another Mustang update video because I made 3 videos on the situation. So until we get a update on the car, what's wrong with it, when we can get it back, and all of those things, you guys won't see an update because there's really nothing to talk about. But in the last video, I said I was going to go buy a car cover, which I did so. So this cover is just going to go on the Mustang temporarily while it sits outside. The BMW is currently underneath the cover. So, I just thought I'd try it on. One thing I want to do is get like a better tying system to tie it down. So I think I'm going to go do that and get like a type of bungee cord to hold it so we can actually clamp it instead of having to knot it. All of that is going to be in the next update video for the Mustang. Back to the Bronco. Why would I order one if I already knew it was going to take forever to come, and all the situation that's going on with the cars, and Ford really just kind of screwing anyone who's ordered a Bronco that has a higher spec. Last year, we didn't know too much about the Broncos. There was like a huge mystery behind what they were going to make, how they were going to make. The time of ordering the car, there wasn't really any back orders other than there was a chip shortage still going on. Now we're seeing new cars coming to dealerships, but back then there was no cars on the dealership lots. Like, there's probably 3 of them. There's still dealerships that don't have that many new cars, but it was nothing like it is right now. There was like zero, nothing, no cars were coming in at all. So that was going on, as well as there was a top problem. They were having a hard time manufacturing the tops. They were leaking and all those things. That was going on the time I ordered it, and it became a little bit worse later on into the next couple months of me ordering my car. And then as I ordered the car, I placed my final spec in December. Now we're kind of waiting on Ford to give me my confirmation and my date for build and then delivery. So that's where I'm at in the process. Well, in the process, Ford has had a back order on every single one of the parts that I've ordered. So I have an Outer Banks, and I have a pretty high spec Outer Bank, which kind of backfired on me because it's going to take me longer to get my car, unfortunately, because of how high spec it is. What Ford is kind of doing right now is they're, number one, filling dealer orders, which it's kind of unfortunate. I understand dealers didn't get cars that they were supposed to last year. Ford kind of is now making up for that and giving basically all of their higher spec option cars to the dealers from what I'm seeing. And any customer car that's been ordered, like, people are telling me they ordered it earlier this year and they've already about to receive it, or they've already got their Bronco because they had basically no options on it. So that's kind of the way that Ford is doing it. And also there's apparent back orders on basically a bunch of the higher trim parts. The hard tops are on back order, the metal front bumper is on back order, the bigger infotainment system and the highest package of the interior is on back order, the tow package is on back order, as well as the Sasquatch package is on back order. I have all of those options on my car. I might have to drop some of them temporarily, meaning I might get rid of the metal front bumper and the car might come without it, and then later down the road I might get the metal front bumper, or I might just drop it and then end up going aftermarket, which would reduce my sticker price a little bit. I'm not sure if I can do that. I still have to find that out. I might get the car with the temporary prep kit, soft top kit, instead of having a full hard top, and then once they get the parts for the hard top, I would get the hard top. So That's what the dealership told me. That's what another Ford representative told me that I can do. So I might end up going that way. At the time I ordered it, I had no idea that this was going to be a problem. I thought maybe in a couple months they'll resolve the chip shortage is going to go down, and also, you know, they'll figure out the hardtop, but it just seems that there's more back orders and back orders and back orders. But the main reason I didn't just go pick one up is because number one, I didn't want the car then and there, right? I'm still okay with waiting. I'm getting a little impatient because I want my car to come, but at the end of the day, I didn't want the Bronco to come in the summer of last year, not even towards the end of the year last year. I was hoping it would be here in the springtime of this year, maybe even the summertime of this year, which hopefully is still a possibility for it to happen. So at the end of the day, I ordered the car, I got the exact spec I wanted, and I didn't want it then and there, and I had to wait either way to get the car. So that's why I placed my order on it. And then an added bonus of placing an order on the car is I'm not going to get it over MSRP. It's very hard to find a new car not over MSRP, but if you do look hard enough, even back then at the time I was placing my order for the Bronco, there were Broncos at MSRP, and I could have picked one up. But that's just another added bonus that I don't have to look for a Bronco over MSRP because I ordered it. And yes, the dealer did tell me that they would not charge me over sticker, because they still can charge you over sticker if you order a car. So it was basically, I didn't want it then and there. I wanted the spec I wanted, and now I'm kind of getting screwed. And another bonus on top of not paying MSRP and, you know, not having to go out and search, I get the new colors that were offered in 2022 model year, because at the time it was still the 21 model year. So I got a couple of different options from what you would get in the 21 model year, as well as the eruption green color, which is the color that I spec'd. They got rid of a couple colors and then they added this green. It was between cyber orange or the green, and I just really like the classiness of the eruption green, so I ended up choosing that. So another added bonus on top of it, and unfortunately I gotta wait for it. That's what you gotta do. I mean, that's the world that we live in right now. Everything is on back order. You gotta wait for anything, or you gotta pay over sticker for it, or, you know, over whatever it may be, over asking price, over retail price for whatever thing that you're trying to get. So those are the reasons why I ordered the Ford Bronco. I guess the reason why I wanted to order the Ford Bronco is when I saw it come out. At the time, I didn't really have the option to wait for a car because I didn't have the Mustang at the time, I don't think. And I was like, that's really cool. One day I want to add one of those to the garage. And then COVID kind of just kept continuing and continuing. And I'm like, it's gonna take a year to get here anyway. I might as well just throw an order in. And I just think it's super cool. It's different from what I normally do, right? I have sports cars. I got the BMW, I have the Mustang, and I potentially have another one coming in the next couple of months here. I just thought it was the right time. Plus, I don't really think it's going to depreciate for the next couple of years here. So if I did end up wanting to kind of get out of it in a year or so, I'll have the option to lose not very much money on it. I might lose a couple $1,000s when I do end up selling it if I do wait like a year. The Broncos are still pretty much going to be worth their MSRP because I'm still seeing Broncos, used Broncos with a couple thousand miles on them, still selling for 5 to 10 over sticker. And I'm seeing brand new ones sell for pretty much a solid of 10,000 over or more. Most of them are hovering around the 10,000 price, while used ones are about 5 or at about sticker price. So I think in about a year, they're gonna produce a lot more of them and a lot more people are gonna get them, but also the dealerships aren't gonna have any of them at sticker. So I think the used market is still gonna be pretty strong on them. So if I did want to go and get out of it, I could. That's not one of the reasons I wanted to get it. I just wanted it because it's a really cool SUV. And again, another added bonus onto getting it. But would I go back and order it again if I had to? For the reason of me getting my spec and getting it at sticker price, and I mean, I didn't need it at the time, I guess it's okay for the wait, but I just wish Ford was a little bit more transparent on the orders and also like tell us what's going on. Unfortunately, yes, I still have to wait for it, and it might not even come until the end of this year into the winter. I want it to come a little bit before that, more like I would hope that in the next month I could receive an email from Ford saying that it's going into production and I can get it in the summer so we can do some awesome off-roading before the winter comes, but we might end up getting it in the winter. I'm not sacrificing anything. I might tell Ford, you know, just give me my car, have a prep kit, soft top prep kit, and take the bumper off temporarily so I can just have my car. I might get to that point and we're gonna see what we can do with dealership, with the Ford representative that we're gonna be talking to, but I'm not sacrificing options. I'm just gonna wait for the options but I'd get to have my car in the meantime. I hope you guys have found this video a little informational on why you would order a Bronco compared to why you wouldn't just go pick one up. If you did enjoy this video, do me a huge favor, leave a like, subscribe. Let's get to 100,000 subscribers. Let's see if we can get to 100K before the Bronco gets here. We should be getting an update on the Mustang in about a week and a half. I hope I can get the car back sooner than that, or an update sooner than that, but I guess we will see. Other than that, that is all I have for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.